Hello and namaste, my name is Nidhi Nagori and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm covering a country that I've actually never covered. It's just like Poland. I've never covered it on my Instagram or YouTube, and I don't know why, but I think that's partly because there are just so many countries in the world to cover that I've never got into this particular country. I do want to mention that this country happens to be in Europe and has beautiful tropical climate. So if you are somebody who's looking for a warm place in Europe, then this country could be the right fit for you. This beautiful country is called Portugal. People from India, you probably already know this. I'm sure you're exposed to a lot of it when you're going to Goa or if you're visiting Pondicherry, which happened to be Portuguese colonies back in the day. So if you are somebody who's looking to move to Europe, to a little warmer country, to a country where you can find some good English speaking jobs, and to a place of beaches, then this video is for you, so make sure you stick around. Before we move any further, I want to thank DataCamp for partnering with me on today's video. Today's video is sponsored by DataCamp. We all know that a skill that is respected globally is data. And the pandemic has made us realize that people who can analyze data or who can look at data and come up with the right interpretation are the ones who are bound to succeed in life. In short, if you are somebody who's wondering what is the next big career move that you want to take in your life, where is it that you want to head to, which field in the world is bound to succeed, then that field is data. Make sure that you are data fluent if you want to stay relevant, and you can be data fluent with DataCamp. What I absolutely loved about the platform DataCamp in itself is just the sheer number of opportunities or courses that they offer. Opportunities in the sense that, if you are a beginner to whether you are a pro, there's something for everyone, and the fact that there are over 350 courses to choose from. Isn't that amazing? I mean, just imagine being in this huge library where you can pick and choose according to what your interests are. That part of the platform amazed me. Each of the data science courses are immensely thought through and curated by top data experts. And these courses are not like your typical boring textbook courses. These are gamified experience, so you will enjoy quite a bit while studying. I know this because I personally took a course and I loved it. I just loved the way they taught. It was definitely very different from what my experience had been previously. I didn't feel like I was sitting through a boring lecture when I wanted to just yawn and snooze through. So I can vouch for the quality of the courses. Now, if you are wondering what course should you take from, just because there are so many options available, you can actually take a free assessment that is available on the website itself. So when you take the free assessment, you will get to know what is it that will suit you the best. So what is it that's going to suit your skill sets or your future goals or even your current aspirations and goals. So taking all of that together, the algorithm will throw out what the best courses are for you. And to make things simpler for you, they have two tracks, the skills track and the career track. I liked going on to the career track because I'm more of a career person. I'm always looking for courses to upskill in my career. But of course, if you feel like you want to just generally upskill, then you have the skills track as well. So you can check out courses on both of these. And if you're wondering what course did I like the data analyst course the most. It also seemed the most relevant to me, so I enjoyed doing that. Basically, you can unlock new career opportunities by becoming data fluent today with DataCamp. And since you're watching my video, I'll make it an even better deal for you. You can access the link in the description box and get free access to the first chapter of any course you like on DataCamp. So go use the link, try their courses out, see what you like, go ahead, become data fluent and unlock those new career opportunities. And now let's come back to Portugal. So I'll give you a little bit of background. I used to work extensively in France and I used to work with a very small team. 3 of them happened to be Portuguese. So they would always talk about how cold it was in France, especially at year end. So when we were traveling in Jan, it was very cold and they would always talk about how they had access to beaches and warm weather. Last year in 2020, we had an opportunity to go to Lisbon. It was a part work and part leisure trip, which did not happen because of the global pandemic, very rightfully so. So Portugal had been on my list for really long, especially Lisbon, but I always thought that you need Portuguese, like very strong Portuguese to survive there. I did not realize that it's not like France. Like in France, you really need good French. But Portugal is slightly different. They have a lot of MNCs relocating into the country right now. And the country itself is trying to prioritize English-speaking jobs. Of course, knowing some level of Portuguese helps because it helps you integrate into the society easily. It helps you integrate into the work culture easily. So all of that helps, but you can always learn that when you go, or you can pick up basic Portuguese or on any of the apps that we have. There are just so many available in in abundance these days. And then once you have the basic Portuguese in place, once you move, you can always do a more extensive course. Let's talk about the work situation. I'm making this video from the viewpoint of a non-EU citizen. If you're an EU citizen, things are very simple for you. You can just move, apply for a residence permit, and go ahead with your life. You don't really need anything else. But if you're not an EU citizen and if you're trying to move to Portugal, so there are certain visa categories. We're going to talk about them in today's video. And I'm also going to give you a list of websites that you can look into to get jobs. These are specific websites that hire international candidate, international talent, and that's what I'm going to recommend to you in today's video. If you're trying to move to Portugal for less than 6 months, then you need something that's called a work visa. If you're trying to move to Portugal for more than 6 months, which is, working long term, then you need the residence permit. It's very weird because the work permit, intuitively you tend to think, oh, this is going to give me the right to work, but that's only for short-term stay. The residence permit is what really gives you the right to work. There are multiple categories that you can go for. The first is just being a generic employee. In this, you have to apply for a job for which they are unable to find Portuguese talent. Do note that there are some severe labor shortages that are going across in Portugal. You can see some snips up on the screen right now where they're talking about the labor shortage and the migrant crisis and the fact that they need foreigners. So basically, there are decent labor shortages, and the typical employee visa, I'll explain how it works. A company, when they have an opening, first have to put it out for more than 30 days. Once they can prove to the government that nobody has applied or that they've not found the right candidate for more than 30 days, that job posting is then approved for international candidates or like expats to apply for. The regular employee work permit may come with a little bit more paperwork and hassle. It's not as easy as the next work permit that we'll talk about. But with this work permit, you will be able to move with your spouse and family, and your immediate family meaning. So your kids and spouse can move with you. And this can be a good pathway into just finding something in Portugal, cementing your entry there. The second category of work permit, which I actually like and which I am going to recommend to you, is the D3. This is for highly skilled migrants and researchers. Portugal has recently also come up with a tech visa. That tech visa also falls under this D3 categories. So if you are somebody who's highly skilled, say if you are in an executive position or a managerial position, a mid-managerial position, a person who has some authority, some power, some experience, basically not a fresher, then this particular visa would apply to you. Just so that you know, the applicant or the company, anyone can apply for this visa. So you don't need a sponsor to apply for this visa. All that you need is a job letter. It makes a lot of difference. Trust me, it makes a lot of difference when you go and tell a company that you are applying. Yes, you are an international candidate, but you don't need them to sponsor you. If they can get you a job, if they can give you a job offer, you will self-sponsor. So this is an amazing visa. As long as you get the job offer, you can sponsor yourself. If you haven't gone into immigration, you may be thinking, how is it even possible? But let me tell you from my own experience and the fact that I've actually done immigration in so many countries, I've applied for so many work permits in my entire life, I know that this is an amazing pathway. I think Netherlands also has it, and I've covered it in one of my videos. If I find that video, I will link it up. But I just want you to know that there's an opportunity like this that exists. So once you interview with a company, the best way to put your foot forward would be to tell them that you qualify, that you meet the criteria of this particular visa, if you're somebody with some experience. And you can also tell the company that they don't need to assume the legal liability of sponsoring your visa. If you get the job, you can sponsor yourself. Now, this is a very special type of a visa. This is just an entry visa. Once you enter Portugal, you have to straight away go and apply for the residence permit. This visa allows you to do that. It's only valid for 4 months. So once you get your visa, you have to go to Portugal, I think almost immediately. Go apply for your residence permit. And once your residence permit comes, then you're free to apply for your tax, paperwork, etc. and you're free to work. The third category is the EU Blue Card. I've covered that in so many of my Europe videos. So if you're working in Germany, Finland, etc. Once you get your EU Blue Card, you can actually work in any of the EU countries. They have a pact and Portugal happens to be one of them. So if you are somebody who has an EU work permit, this is again people who are in Europe, obviously, then you can apply for opportunities in Portugal. You don't need any kind of sponsorship. The fourth category, which is actually catching a lot of traction these days, especially when it comes to Portugal, is the freelance permit. In order to increase tourism into their country, some countries have gone the route of freelance permit. So what they do is they give you a freelancing work permit, which means you have to come in if you are a freelancer. You can then apply for this permit and you can straight away move to Portugal and you can live there and do your freelancing work. This is a very simple visa. I've seen a lot of blog posts of different people who were able to apply for this visa and simply move. Not a lot of hassle. In fact, I think I saw a blog post of a couple from Serbia who were able to move, who literally got this particular visa in 8 hours and they were able to move. So just want you to know that this visa also exists, especially if you are a freelancer who has a set source of income, then this is a visa that you should totally be checking out. Now let's talk about the recruitment services. How is it that you can find a job in Portugal? So I'm going to give you a list of 6 total websites today. The 6th one is actually my favorite and the one that I definitely want you to apply for. The top 5 are also equally good, but the 6th one is a special one and you'll get to know why. So let's get started. My first suggestion for you is Kelly Services. I went to their expat page for Portugal and this is what I saw. They have a lot of opportunities. Please make sure that you're using Google Translate to translate these opportunities for you. They generally come up in Portuguese first and then you can translate them into English. For the ease of use, I do think a computer is going to be better. Although when I was trying to look on iPhone, I found that feature, because iPhone has that feature on top, so I was able to like left click, go on to that like small A, big A on left, and then go ahead and like just turn the translation feature on. Made my life so much simpler. Now, Kelly Services is number 1 on my list just because the number of opportunities that they have. Oh my God, they have so many opportunities and these are all for expats. Can you imagine? These are all for expats. So they have so many opportunities and totally recommend, go ahead, apply. The next place that I recommend is MGI Recruitment. The 3rd is going to be Michael Page International. The 4th is going to be Adecco and the 5th is going to be Manpower. Now, Manpower and Adecco had okay jobs. I did think that Kelly had the best. That was followed by MGI Recruitment. And I think Michael Page International came 3rd. Now, just remember, these are literally for expats. So these are for people like yourselves who are watching the video right now. So always make sure that you create a profile, upload your resume, and then apply. And try to have conversations. You'll see a lot of these opportunities will come with the recruiter's information. So please see if you can contact them, send them an email, find them on LinkedIn, connect with them. That always helps. The networking bit always helps. Now let's move on to the 6th option, something that I really liked. This website is called Placement in Portugal. You're probably seeing it up on the screen right now. It is a not-for-profit which was founded a few years ago, and they specifically help international students in Portugal and young professionals who want to find jobs as international candidates in Portugal. They'll help you connect with different companies. They'll help you find internships. And the best part, they charge you nothing for this. Always remember, guys, please don't pay for job services. If anyone on this planet is asking you for money, that's not the job that you want to go for. So please don't get fooled. Please don't pay anyone money for any recruitment services. Recruitment services are always free for the job seeker. Always remember that. I did notice that the Placement in Portugal website comes with a premium option that you can buy. Don't recommend it at all. Don't go for that. The free services itself are pretty good. And don't forget my disclaimer, never pay anyone any money to get you a job in any country, whether it's your home country or abroad. On that note, this video has come to an end and I cannot stop dreaming of the sunshine country that Portugal is. Hopefully I do get to visit it soon, but more than that, I hope that somebody who's watching this video finds an opportunity, a terrific opportunity in Portugal and is able to move. That would probably make me happier. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. It's on the left, it's free to do. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because that's also free to do. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. If you are new to my channel, if you're watching me for the first time, I always create content around a career, immigration, moving abroad. If that's one of your goals, if you want to move to any country in the world, then my channel might be the right fit for you. Or if you're somebody who's looking for work from home opportunities, just freelance opportunities, being financially independent, then my channel might be the right fit for you. So do consider subscribing. As always, let me know in the comments what else would you like to see on my channel because I only want to create content that you want to watch. I promise to see you in the next video. Until then, please make sure you take care of yourself, stay safe. Please stay safe, stay happy, keep smiling, and keep watching me on YouTube. All right, that was an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.